Hey everyone, it's me, Shellshock, and I'm going to discuss my personal predictions for WWE Survivor Series 2017. Now, I went with very low expectations on this show because initially the card was really bad, especially like what was the main event, and there were a few other changes to what some of the matches ended up being. So there's a lot of changes. I'll get to them as soon as I get there. But right now, I'm going to discuss all the matches. First off, we have the pre-show match, which is Enzo Amore versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight Championship. And I'm really not expecting a lot of this. I'm really thinking that it's just going to be just a throwaway match, just to get people to go to the bathroom and all that. Because at this point, the Cruiserweight division has been reduced to that. What used to be the women's division is now the Cruiserweight division. And I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth now. There have been some gems, but it is what it is. Anyway, I honestly think that Enzo is going to retain. He's going to retain the belt, and he is going to hold on to it for a while. So there's that. But that's a match that you could easily skip. It's not really worth, unless you do like the cruiserweights, but this is not a cruiserweight type of match I would be interested in. Anyway, now onto the main show. We got the Intercontinental versus United States Champion versus Champion match. The Miz, the Intercontinental Champion, representing Raw, versus Baron Corbin, the United States Champion, representing SmackDown. I'm thinking Baron Corbin's going to win. However, if the Miz wins, it's going to be due to interference from the Miztourage. So, for now, I think that Baron Corbin's going to win. But that's just how I feel. Alright, next match is the Women's Championship match. Well, Women's Champion versus Champion match. Alright, so we got Alexa Bliss, the Raw Women's Champion, versus, originally was going to be Natalya. Natalya was the Women's Champion. But on Tuesday, we had the Women's Championship match between Natalya and Charlotte won. So now Charlotte is going to be facing against Alexa Bliss. I'm more excited for this match because I have not seen the two of them face each other. And if they faced each other before, it's not going to be in a higher caliber, because it might have been on just like an NXT taping where they just fought for a little bit and that's it. So I honestly think that Charlotte's going to win. Alright. Next match is the Tag Team Champion versus Champion match. You got The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus, versus the Usos. It was originally going to be Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus the Usos. Sorry, my mustache is kind of like getting in the way of my lips. Anyway. It was originally going to be Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, but because they had a tag team championship, so what happened was Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins lost the tag team championships because the New Day made an interference. So now Cesaro and Sheamus are the new Raw tag team champions, so aka The Bar, and they're going to face against the Usos. I think that for this match, I'm thinking that the Usos are going to win this one. So that's how I feel about that match. Alright. Next up, we have... now, this one is going to be a big match. The Shield versus the New Day. This is going to be huge. So, this is why they decided to drop the Tag Team Championships from Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Now that Roman Reigns is better, he's gonna be in the match with the Shield to face against the New Day. The New Day is not gonna win this. The Shield's gonna win. So the Shield is gonna win this match. End of story. Next up we have like the women's Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Next up, we have the women's Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. And the way it works is this. You have the following 5 superstars representing Raw. You have the leader, which happens to be Alicia Fox. Why she's the leader, I don't understand, but whatever. So that's number 1. Number 2, you have Sasha Banks. Number 3, Asuka. Number 4, Nia Jax. And number 5, Bayley. They're all going to be taking on the Team SmackDown for the women's division, led by Becky Lynch, which you also have Natalya. Originally was going to be Charlotte, but since Charlotte is now the women's champion, she's no longer in this match. Natalya is now in this match. Tamina Snuka, Naomi, and the last one, Carmella. So that is the team right there, and Lana is going to be accompanying Team SmackDown. Now, here's another fun fact. Originally, James Ellsworth was going to be like somewhere involved in the match, but he has recently been released from the company. We don't know why he's been released, but I don't think his contract was exactly up just yet. I think it was about to come up, but I've heard rumors. I'm not going to repeat it here. If you've heard it, then whatever. I don't believe them, though. Anyway, I'm thinking that for this match, Team Raw is going to win because you're not going to defeat Asuka. Asuka is going to be the sole survivor. I call that right now. Asuka's going to be the sole survivor. All right. We got 2 more matches. We got Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Team Raw was originally going to have Roman Reigns in the group, but because Roman Reigns was sick, they decided to make Kurt Angle as the new captain. So you have Kurt Angle, you have Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe. Originally, Jason Jordan was going to be in this match, but they decided to get him out of the team. Triple H is now going to be taking his place. Now that's huge. For Team SmackDown, you got Shane McMahon as the captain. And then you have Randy Orton, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bobby Roode. And I'm actually forgetting who the last one is. John Cena. Yeah, John Cena, yeah. Yeah, because the reason was because John Cena wasn't on TV. But yeah, John Cena is the 5th man. And I'm thinking that Team Raw is going to win, but Triple H, I think the last 2 survivors are going to be Triple H and Samoa Joe. Now, let me tell you why I say that. Because it's going to lead to a lot of things. I'm thinking we're going to get, either Triple H versus Shane McMahon or Triple H versus Kurt Angle. I have a feeling we're going to get one of those 2. But the scenario will be the same no matter which matchup we end up getting. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to cost Team SmackDown the match. And then you also have Kane interfering because he's going to be facing against Braun Strowman soon. So I'm expecting something along those lines. I have this feeling that there's going to be some sort of alliance where you have Triple H, Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. I might be wrong on this, but I have this feeling that it's going to happen. Like, it's going to be a group of WWE superstars, well, mainly former NXT stars that Triple H personally handpicked. So, I'm thinking for that reason alone, Team Raw is going to win. And then we got the main event. Now, here's the original plan for the main event before I tell you what the main event actually is. It was originally going to be Brock Lesnar versus the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. And John Cena was going to be the special guest referee. But that's not going to happen now. We don't know why it's not going to happen. I'm speculating it might be due to the negative reception of Jinder Mahal as WWE champion, because he's touted as one of the worst WWE champions. Maybe not of all time, but definitely recent years. He could be of all time. I don't know. It's not really my place for me to say just yet. There have been worse champions, but Jinder Mahal was not a good champion. They put the belt on AJ Styles 2 weeks ago, and now AJ Styles is going to be in the match facing against Brock Lesnar. John Cena has no involvement in this match because he's going to be in the Survivor Series match representing Team SmackDown. Why is John Cena representing Team SmackDown when he was on Raw not too long ago? Simple. John Cena is a free agent. He could do whatever he wants. He could go wherever he wants. He could be representing whatever team he wants. He has that privilege to do that. That being said, so Brock Lesnar versus AJ Styles. I'm hoping this is a good match, but the problem is Brock Lesnar doesn't really like to work with a lot of people unless it's on his terms. But I'm thinking that AJ Styles is not going to win, but I'm thinking that it's not going to be a clean finish. It's going to be an interference. Jinder Mahal is going to cost AJ Styles the match. At the same time, it's still possible that Roman Reigns could cost Brock Lesnar the match. I don't expect that to happen. No. And if Roman Reigns were to come out, it would be after the match, because that's how WWE would do it. Because they would have Brock Lesnar beat somebody up, and then like the person that faces against Brock eats the pin, and then that's what happens. Sets up the WrestleMania match that's going to happen, because you know Brock Lesnar is going to face against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But at the same time, I'm thinking Roman Reigns will not be able to come out. He might just it might just be Brock Lesnar and that's it. So that's the show. We'll see how it goes. I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you guys think. All right, bye.